Malt Liquor Boot Camp Phase 2. My apologies for being late, but I've been on vacation. When I got back, it was right to work. It's been kind of hellish, man. Haven't made any videos. Malt liquor. Just looking in my pond. Trying to catch a snake out of here. I saw the snake, but he got away. Eat my frogs and my fish and shit, you know. There's a frog now. I don't know if you could hear that, but it's a frog. But Phase 2, shout out to Drill Sergeant 40 Ounce Fear. Phase 2 of Malt Liquor Boot Camp is to make a video with malt liquor, a 40-ounce bottle. Doesn't have to be opened on camera, which is not. I've been drinking. But make a video interesting. My videos suck. They're not interesting, so. But I do have a fucked up story for you. True story. From back in the day. One of our malt liquor stories. It's a malt liquor story. Back when I was younger, I was like 18 years old. I had a fetish, like most young men do. I had a fetish for older women. So, if you saw any of my other videos, you know I started drinking some malt liquor when I was in high school. I was hooked on it, you know, like Colt 45 was my thing, man. You know. But I ended up, you know, going to work after school and whatnot, you know. And when I talk about a fetish of older women, I'm talking about when I was 18, I was like, you know, wanted to hook up with something like 20, you know, late 20s, early 30s, you know. But I ended up meeting this lady that was 44 years old. Not quite what I really wanted. A little older than I was expecting, but I was like, you know what? If I could hit me a 44-year-old, why not give it a shot, you know? So we ended up hooking up, and being the gentleman that I am, I bought 2 6-packs of Colt 45. We went to a motel, and first of all, she was not happy with the Colt 45. She was more like a red wine drinker or some shit. But I said, what the fuck's wrong with Colt 45, man? She did drink one. So I drank a few. Had a nice buzz. Had a very nice buzz, as a matter of fact. And, you know, back in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Some of you old timers out there know. Yeah, and you could see through. I have a buzz now, so you gotta excuse me, man. But back in the 80s, dude, because it's all ages watching this, man. And if you don't know, in the 70s and the 80s, well, I wasn't hitting nothing in the 70s, but in the 80s, girls did not trim down there. You know what I'm saying? They didn't. There was no grooming of the vagish. You know what I mean? They did just kind of like do the bikini line for the bathing suits, but there was like, you know, Afro bush, buckwheat bush, Don King bush, whatever the fuck you want to call it, you know. So what we did is got to the room, drank some malt liquor, did my player shit, you know. Got to the point where I was slipping her panties off. When I got those motherfucking panties off, I was shocked. For this 44-year-old woman. I was 18, mind you. I pulled those panties off, dude, and it was wood floor, man. Wood floor. That shit was clean shaven, man. I looked at it, and the first thing that popped in my mind was, holy shit, she's so fucking old her pubic hairs fell out already. I never saw wood floor in my life back in the 80s, dude. But being the 18-year-old that I was, I hit it, and I lasted about 3.5 seconds, and I was done. Then I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here. So that's my story from back in the day. Phase 2, malt liquor. Peace, motherfuckers.